Hey, it's Phil Bruce here, and in today's video I want to talk about diversification and the importance of being diversified. So, what do I mean by diversification? What it basically means is you have got a multiple load of things that you're doing, so different things, not just one thing. So you could have a look at diversification of jobs and ways of getting money. So for example, instead of just having one job, one career, you can have multiple jobs, multiple kind of careers, multiple sources of income. So whether it being your 9-to-5 job, whether it being self-employed, freelancer, a business owner, whether it being investments, whether it being doing different methods such as having a social media presence, an online presence, owning an online business, owning a network marketing scheme. It could be loads of different factors like that, any different factors. It could be something where it's subscription based. It could be payment, something that you get monthly based or on the job based. Loads of different things rather than one. Now, diversifying a portfolio of money, of wealth, of getting income in. Again, there's different ways of doing that. So the jobs that I've just mentioned are a way of doing it, but it's also thinking about what investments are you making. So if you just got one way of getting money or one way of storing the money. So for example, are you just into stocks and shares? Do you just put it into a savings? Do you just put it into cryptocurrency? Do you just put it into commodities such as gold and silver? Or are you diversifying? Are you going across different ones? So if you've got a bit of money in one bit, a bit of money in another thing, a bit of money in yet another thing, and having different options, alleyways, and ways of investing. Why is this important? Why is it important to be diversified? Well, nowadays with the use of AI, with, as I say, money going up, the cost of living going up, with unemployment rates going up as well, it is really important to be able to have different ways of making money, different things that you can do, different strengths that you can have, because it is so often seen now that within jobs, hours are getting reduced. So it used to be 40 hours a week. It's gradually going down. You see some jobs that are 32 hours a week, full stop, and full time. So that's 8 hours a week you've lost worth of payment. So yes, the money, the pay per hour has gone up, but the number of hours has gone down because a lot of places can't afford to pay people the higher wages. So that's how they get around it. They give you less hours. What you see with AI now is a lot of jobs are insecure. A lot of jobs are going out the window because why would I get a human being to do it when I'm paying X amount when I can get AI to do it for free or for very little money in comparison to that? So a lot of jobs are going out the window, which then leads to more people being unemployed. It leads to the less number of jobs being available, less sources that they're able to bring in for that income being available for them if they stick at one thing. Hence why it is then important to have diversification, to get multiple skills, to build yourself up, to be able to get different ways of raising capital, of raising money and getting assets. Again, if we're going into the assets kind of realm, for instance, at the moment, the S&P 500, which is basically 500 top stocks across the USA in an index fund, it's pretty much record high. It's at sky high, so you will make quite a bit of money off that if you've invested into it. But that will not stay the case forever. It will balance out, it'll lower. So yes, you are making money right now. And part of my portfolio contains that. But there will be times where it crashes or where it goes down. There's a reduction. So the money that you've got is reduced. If you're into cryptocurrency, again, I've got some of that within my portfolio. But at the moment, cryptocurrency is on a downer. It is because of many different factors that are too much for the realms of this video. But there are many factors that have affected the price of cryptocurrency. So that is down at the moment. So if I'd put all my money into cryptocurrency a bit ago, it would have crashed down. It would have dropped down. So I'd have been in negative money at the moment. But I do understand that with time, with the things that are building on, it can go up. It most probably will go up, and it will be a good investment longer term. But it shows the importance of not just having it in that one thing. Again, gold and silver commodities, they had a nice spurt, a nice growth. So I've got some of that in my portfolio as well. And because that's had a growth and a spurt from when I invested originally, about 2019, 2020 is when I started with that. I have made money off it and I've just kept it in. But again, if I'd have focused and put all my sources of income into commodities in 2020, I wouldn't be great off then. Yes, I'd be better off now. But again, that could crash, that could dip, that'll go up and down. So it's better to have multiple different streams of income, multiple places for my assets, so that when one goes up, the other will go down, or vice versa, or some will be steady, some will be nice and secure, some will basically be a safe haven for when others dip, when others go low, and then when others correct, it gives you that security to build up, knowing that you've got other sources to help you out. So that's the importance of diversification and diversifying with a portfolio, with money. And if you've got it all in savings, there is very, very little interest or very little money made. The cost of it, the price of inflation, that goes up, that's each year there's inflation. So what your money would be 5 years ago isn't the same value as what your money is today, because the cost of living is going up. So if you had it all in savings, you would be in a negative, even if it has got a little bit of interest in there, but most banks don't have much. So again, that's just covering the diversification money-wise and assets-wise, and shows why it's so important. And then, like we've talked about with your work, your job, your career, gone for me are the days where you're going to be in one job for 30, 40 years, or it's very likely now. So you're better having different streams, different avenues, different incomes. For me, it's only my personal opinion, but you're better having 4, 5, 6, or even more ways of making income, even if they're not as high to begin with as that one source of income, that one main source. It just gives you that diversification, that if something went wrong with your main role, say you lost your job, that job's gone, or your hours are being reduced, your pay is being reduced, you've got those different chunks to help boost you up and build you up. And over the years, if you keep building your skills, you're building your brand, building your business, hopefully that will raise, the money will raise from that, so you will make more money from that longer term, and you could end up making more money from those things than what your main job or your main role is right now. So that's why it's important to be diversified that way, just more security, better longer term for you. And the last bit I want to talk about in this video for diversification is with your fitness and your health. So for example, if I am just doing weight training, I'm not doing any cardio, I'm not doing any flexibility work, I'm not doing any cardiovascular endurance work. Yes, I will be strong, my muscles will be strong, I'll be able to lift quite a bit, but I will be cardiovascularly not where I want to be. Range of motion will struggle as well, so I've got more chance of getting injured as a result. I won't be able to get the full range of motion on movements and on stretches as well. Again, if I've not got the endurance, I won't be able to keep on doing these things for a good while. I'll get tired nice and early, which doesn't really benefit me. Again, with my heart rate will be a bit higher resting heart rate than what it would be if I've got good cardiovascular fitness and good cardiovascular health, as well as the other health implications that you could get from not being as fit, and the health benefits that you could get from being fitter. Plus as well, it's that mental kind of thing, that mental stimulation by doing different things. It helps to keep it fun, it helps to keep you active, it helps to keep things interesting as well. So it is beneficial to have a diversification and a good range of fitness across different aspects, rather than just focusing on one. And also, what happens if you get injured? So if I'm just doing weight training and I get injured, I could tear my pectorals or my chest. Now I can't do anything, because really because I've taught a big compound muscle that affects a range of things. So I won't be able to do much training, if not any. But if I do flexibility work, or I'm doing some cardio, or I'm doing some Pilates or different elements, core work, if I'm doing, as I say, it could be cardiovascular endurance, steady state cardio. Yes, my injury needs to recover, but I could do a different thing, so I could keep on top of my fitness in those ways while I'm recovering. So that shows another reason for why diversification is important when it comes to health and fitness. So I hope you found this video useful. I hope you can start to see why it is important to be diversified, why it's important to have different strengths and different bows to really go on to, different things to keep building up rather than putting it all into one basket. So yes, I hope you're having a good start to your week. Hope you are enjoying these videos. As always, if there's anything you want me to talk about, please let me know and I will make a video for that. That is absolutely sound. Sending my love and best wishes to you. And until the next video, take care and I look forward to seeing you then. So bye for now.